What's up, y'all? So we're gonna talk about Wawa, them demon geese, child. So, um, I got hired through my childhood associate Chanel, Kyler Diggs, whatever the case may be. At the time, she was working out of Columbia Heights store, Washington D.C., which later opened up her own store in Adams Morgan, and eventually Adams Morgan store got closed, and we went to Thomas Circle. So I was there through the whole duration time, and I kept saying, why is it when a new store come up, she wants to always, have a new store? But little did I know, and they all came from Giant, and that's another thing I noticed. A lot of the employees came to Giant. They were also witches, wizards, and stuff like that. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the shit gets crazy. So we in I was good. I was promoted at the at his mobile store to from a customer service to a customer service lead or whatever the case may be. And I love servicing people. I love helping people. I genuinely do this stuff out the kindness of my heart outside of work, caring for people that's less fortunate than I am and things of that nature. So that stuff came naturally. And of course, we have gave back to the community, but they had their cameras out. It was all fake. You know what I'm saying? A form of mockery and humiliation. And I kept saying, y'all, this ain't real. Like, if you gonna do it out the kindness of your heart. You don't need no camera to advertise what the hell you doing. So by me speaking up, oh yeah, they ain't like that stuff. So Sharon came on board, y'all. So we had a lot of water issues. Like, first of all, Adams Morgan didn't want the store there. You know what I'm saying? Some people in the community wanted it there, some people did not. But we had a lot of issues in this store, and it was a lot of demonic stuff that was going on with the water breaks and stuff like that. So I noticed one time, and this is Chanel best friend. She was like, I should slip and fall. I'm a file lawsuit. And I'm like, why would you even do that to your friend? Like, in my mind, like, if that's your best friend, why would you say some stuff like that? And I'm like, okay, like, I was like, and I told her, I was like, this shit ain't cool. So y'all, one time I told y'all, when you're a chosen one, they stare at you, they're intimidated by your power. And this is before I knew what I was. I knew I was always a rare breed. You know what I'm saying? So one day I caught her staring at me, and y'all, I know I seen her eyes shift. She had very pretty eyes. She's a light-skinned red bone with very pretty hair. She's, I forgot the family line she's from, but they are also known for a lot of incest and stuff like that. A lot of families are known for incest, but this particular family in D.C., the DMV area, they are really known for a lot of incest or whatever. So, yeah, I caught her staring at me, and I know I seen her eyes shift, and I was like, what the, like, I'm in the middle of cleaning the cappuccino machine. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, what's up? And she was just like hateful, like disgust type look, and I'm like, okay, like, what the fuck? Like, what you got something to say? And she like was zoned out, y'all. But that was a demon. So anyway, as time went on, we left that store and opened up the Thomas Circle store. Everything was great, y'all. I love my customers to remember what they want, how they want their sandwiches, drinks, and greeting people, even if they were less fortunate or not. I love everyone, and definitely since we had it was around COVID, we had little coupons or stipends or whatever where we could have free sandwiches. I got tired of eating Wawa so much. I'm like, look, I don't need one no Wawa. But even for me to give out my food to other people, they had an issue with it, y'all. They did not want me looking out for God's people. And I'm like, why? Like why? It's a lot of food that's being wasted. Like, why? I don't understand. But let them need something. It was a lot of underhanded corruption and stuff like that going on. So if you're a Wawa employee, you get these little scratch off little thingy credits where you could purchase things online, like anything, shirts, hats. And I was rocking up on the hats, y'all. in some of my shirts, but I love wearing hats. So anyway, one time, it was getting cold outside, and I had this one of my favorite God's people that used to be outside named Dee. And also the young lady, Skylar, I think that's her name, Sky. She was a basketball player in DC who also, y'all, listen, this get good, who also became victim to gang stalking and all that stuff. She was also called to be chosen, y'all. So I remember one time she was having a conversation of, they killed my brother, and they was laughing at her. I pays attention to stuff like that. And I was like, why are y'all laughing at her? And they were like, she's crazy. She's just, Skylar, shut up. That is, I pays attention. And I was like, y'all not gonna disrespect this girl, this woman in my face. I don't care if she's, less fortunate than I am or not. No. But it was like, they was like making mockery and humiliation about her. And I listen, I would sit outside with them on the ground. We could eat, we could chop it up. I relate better to people like, to God's people like that than these little fake spawns are saying. Those my people. You know what I'm saying? I love helping those people since I was a child with my mom now. And I don't advertise it. I don't really talk about it, brag about it. But I'm telling y'all, it's genuine. It's not no fake cry. So if I ever, get on a post and be like, this is a form of mockery, it really is. God don't like that. So anyway, as time went on, y'all, they didn't like the fact that I was taking my little coupons, purchasing like sleeping bags for the less fortunate people, or bringing in clothes, or bringing in this or that. It was always an issue. Oh, they can't be out here. But yet, it's not, this is where they are comfortable with because they got robbed, they got beat up. Like, if you want to be consistent with helping somebody, be consistent. Don't, that's just how I see it. Don't do it. Don't be fake about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people that's not consistent with what they love to do. You know what I'm saying? That's really genuine. And that's just how I see it. And I know all the time you don't have the money and stuff like that, but a little word of encouragement. We get free coffee. If you don't want the coffee, get them the coffee. Why would you charge them full price for coffee? I mean, that's just how I look at it. What the heck is coffee? What, like, you can have my coffee. It was certain things that we would get for free. This kind of look, you can have my stuff, whatever you want. Or they hated when it was playtime, man. Whatever you want, get whatever you want. They used to be pissed. Like it even like I had one other neighborhood child from Adams Morgan. I'm like, whatever you want. Let me see your grades. You and your family need something. Get it, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so. I paid attention back to what Skylar was saying. She was like, yeah, they did this to my family member. They killed him. And, it fucked me up, Miss Weldon. I said, look, Skylar, I understand. And at the time, I was dealing with my own depression of my mom and my brother passing away and other family members after that. Whole time, y'all, we had a target on our daggone back, and I did not know. Even inside with working with Wawa, and then I remember one time Chanel used to be like, call, that's Uncle Mike, call him Uncle Mike. He ran a 19th Street store. I'm like, he is not my fucking uncle. And he was a Caucasian guy. I said, he's not my uncle. I'm not going to call nobody family that's not family. I'm working right now. So why the hell are you so determined with me calling him Uncle Mike and all that shit? So by me rebellion, y'all know where I'm going at, right? I'm telling you, it's a secret society inside of Wawa, Giant, and a lot of other corporations. And the ranking, the more you do this, or the more you get rid of certain people, man, that's another thing. It was a lot of intimidation, threats, indirect threats made, and stuff like that. So even after Saran made the comment about, yeah, I sue her if I get injured on the job, that. I'm like, but you doing it for the wrong reason. You doing it for money. I say, but if somebody really get hurt, which other employees really got hurt? And I heard, from other people that worked for Wawa for years before I came, they said, Charmaine, be careful because they are on some other stuff. And these were supervisors warning me. She said, man, look, they be careful. It's some shit I can't talk to you about, but you're a smart girl, you'll figure it out. So I'm like, okay. So I noticed like the gang stalking after I got injured, right? So I was restocking my area, customer service lead, whatever a person is good at, they run their own thing. I just want everybody to be get along, run the store. If there's a form of disagreement, that's where I step in at. I let everybody do their thing. But even as a lead, look, I'm not nobody boss. But when there was a situation, I would step in, diffuse the situation. Okay, let's make peace. If you're a high head talking to my colleagues, go in the back, let me deal with the customers, get the customers out the way, free food, whatever. Go in the back, ask for coupons, of sandwiches, drinks, or whatever from the big bosses and stuff like that. And of course, they be like, why? And I'm like, this is what's going on. We have to do right by our customers. It's kind of, on our fault because this is not the first time this has been going on with messed up sandwiches, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all know where I'm going at. I'm the peacemaker, pretty much. So they didn't like that shit. So, so it was time, and that's another thing. It was time, like our store was like that. We restocked, we had fresh food for the next shift. Like the first shift at Thomas Circle, we held it down. No offense to the other shifts, and I would definitely work with the other teams so that way we can all be on one accord when it came to our store. That's just how it was. I even changed my hours, to work with the newer staff and things like that. Anyway, so y'all, I got injured on the job, right? Because it was time for me to restock, and they overstocked the box. It was premeditated. Stay with me. Yes, premeditated, y'all. Premeditated. So it hit my and they was like, well, there's no cameras. How we know you got hurt? And I'm like, look, I love my job. I only come here for the customers. So it's not about the money. I have money. So it was like we had these conversations from Chanel, Demetrius, and stuff like that. Little inside direct jokes and keys. And even people bringing up, they was like, Doja Cat. And I'm like, nah, I don't know who that is. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I'm like, I don't know who the heck that is. Like, I mean, they was like, she's a famous singer, that. I'm like, okay. I mean, they put her up. I was like, oh, she pretty, whatever. They was like, yeah. Her French. And I'm like, okay. Like, these names was coming up. And mind you, I heard the names before, but at this time, I met famous people prior. So I wasn't on that ride no more. I'm like another Charmaine. I'm trying to be saved and sanctified type. I have a purpose. I'm not in my old demonic ways anymore or whatever. So, the box is overstacked. It fell on my arm. And at the time, I was still working. And, I was like, I don't feel anything. I'm going to keep working. If I am in pain, I'm just going to work, until I can't work anymore. So, y'all, it was times like it was getting bad. And I did go to the hospital. It was no issues. Not even tell them, look, if I can't do anything, I'm going to let you guys know. It was times that I couldn't cut the sandwiches. Like my hand, muscles, nerves in my hand was going out, and I was still working. If I was not in good health, I will make communication, y'all, and call. So anyway, it got to the point, y'all, I was in so much pain. I couldn't work. I couldn't cut. I was even running the registers, which, oh my God, listen, I'm a multitasker. I love working, servicing amazing customers. So my customers out there that know who I am, I love y'all. I miss y'all. I miss y'all so much. Thank you for even the interactions and, the awesome, amazing conversations, we have had. But it was just a lot of envy, hate, mockery, humiliation. Then I began to be gang stalked in the store, y'all. It was so much demonic stuff going on around me. And I laugh at it. They would make little he inside jokes. Like I told you, they were all wizards, witch locks, casting spells on me and all this other shit. Like, it was some dark, demonic bull crap or whatever. It's a gang stalker walk by my door, y'all. Yeah. I had those in my building. Y'all already know. So anyway, as time went on, I wasn't able to work no more. So of course I'm getting gang. I'm thinking it's like workers comp or workers comp. People watch me. The whole time y'all was gang stalked, like severely. I didn't have no life. They wanted to instill fear of intimidation. I couldn't do anything. There was even times, y'all, I would, at this time I'm like losing my marbles. I'm drinking more. I went to the liquor store, y'all, in Lower Maryland. Y'all, it was a man, a white Caucasian devil, a freaking devil, y'all, a freaking devil. He pulled up in front of my car, like I actually about to leave out of the little parking lot, the shopping center with the Bob Evans over there off of 198. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he stopped in front of my car, wave, and I'm like, this is not no form of gang stalking. This is like, they taking it too far. And I even called my attorney and was like, y'all, it's some stuff going on. This is what's going on. Like, they pushing it to the limit. And yeah, Susanna, they in on it too. The orthopedic doctors, like, man, it's deeper than what you see. Don't let these spawns come and see you. I already told you in the previous video of me meeting my attorney, because like I said, I was poisoned by my ex at the time, who was also casting spells. Forrest Haywood casting spells on me, and I drove my father's car. They tried to it was like they was using the camera from my old phone to cast spells. Y'all listen, there's some shit out the movies. Like, it was so many ethnic, I can't pronounce that word, as you can tell, on the highway, like literally surrounding my father's Pharaoh's demonic ass car, truck, like trying to, like, it was like they had control over the steering wheel, y'all. I even seen a dude from Smokehouse on 8th Street, boatman. And I met him before. We had conversations, and he was like, yeah, I snatch toes, I do voodoo. I was like, okay, I'm not afraid of nobody but God Almighty Jesus Christ. Y'all, I seen him next to me. I seen also my fake brother's best friend Larry at the time driving his Benz. Like, I'm telling y'all, I seen so many people, and even my Pharaoh was pissed because he was driving behind me. Like, even going there, like, I started getting dizzy. Like, they was doing spell work. They wanted me to crash the vehicle, and my Pharaoh followed me back. That's when I was really under a lot of heavy witchcraft, y'all. Like, near the Greenbelt exit. Like, all these significant spots mean something. It's like some form of blood ritual. I don't really understand how it works, but I'm telling y'all, it was just some deep demonic stuff. And Pharaoh, I happened to look in the rearview mirror. He was so pissed that I did not allow, I didn't give up. And of course, my angels was with me, and they was like, Charmaine, stay calm, just start rebuking them demons in the name of Jesus. At first I was like panicking, but praying, like, in the name of Jesus, you motherfucker, like, go ham, like ghetto, like ham. God said, breathe. Like, I could hear him chuckling, like, okay, baby, breathe. But it was so hilarious. I'm like, Dad, like, what the heck is that? He said, breathe, take it in, pay attention, you got this. Now, we driving from Greenbelt, and we still got to go District Heights. So you can imagine the attacks they had on me, pulling over, surrounding the car, even driving in the shoulder lane, y'all. People parked in the shoulder lane was part of the deterrent. I'm telling you, bees in a beehive nest. That's exactly how it was yet again, but this time it was amplified. You feel me? You want to rumble with the bees? Man, listen, this is my movie. This is my movie played out in real time, and all hands involved, I'm telling y'all, all hands involved are going to get it. So after the little money they gave me, and they nickel and dime me. That's a lot. That's what I'm saying, y'all. So much underhanded stuff that's involved. I've been left with wills and inheritances and stuff like that of that nature that I now know about, but at the time I didn't know nothing about, because they wanted me to die to take everything from me. I've even had fraudulent life insurance policies out of me, even been married. Like, I've never been married. I've never signed no papers. So I'm telling y'all. So anyway, I recently signed up for unemployment 2-3 weeks ago, y'all. Why I go to the office in DC near freak off of South Dakota Avenue, Michigan Park. That's another ritual thing. Demon headquarters or whatever. They tell me they have no recollection of me ever working in their system. Wawa is nowhere in the system. Nothing. The last time I worked was back in 2006. Excuse me? Come again? And the gentleman laughed. He said, ma'am, we have no trace of you ever working for Wawa or anyone else. I said, but I even had my own businesses where I filed taxes for, when I was doing hair and all of that other stuff. Like, yeah, what is going on? So Demetrius and from Total Taxes, yeah, what's really going on? Y'all are some underhanded sponsors. Satan, baby. And no rest for the wicked. See, that was confirmation. Ding! Like, bingo! You hit it right on the nail. And he recently called me, y'all. I'm telling y'all, wake up. But I'm telling you, when you have God in your life, you might not understand the process. God is going to make you remember. Yes, my memory was zapped. It was wiped out like Men on Black when they hit that pin. Yeah, and yes, I'm telling y'all, they don't make these movies for nothing. I am the enemy of the state. Listen, y'all, it is so much, so much. And only God in the heavens, the universe, the galaxy. Yes, they are good. I'm not going to call them aliens, but they are good entities that's also working with us. There are entities that left Satan that also came to the winning side, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's so deep, y'all. This is my movie. And Wawa, Erica, regional manager, yeah, she may also indirect threats to tell my supervisors, Demetrius and Chanel, Saran at the time, like, if we have an issue with any high-ranking person on a team, that she's going to automatically take their side. And she even said it out their mouth. She's going to take their side and not really believe us. Yes, this is Erica, the regional manager, Miss Witch, Head Witch in charge. Yeah, and I'm like, what? Like, no, right is right, wrong is wrong. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, every time she came in the store, she wore black. She used to stare at me. And I was like, she's a pretty lady, like maybe she see beauty or something in me. Y'all, no. She knew I was a chosen one, and she wanted to shut me the fuck up. And even after, y'all, listen, so before I got injured, she would always speak, come give me these little, y'all, if you work for Wawa, y'all know about these little bonuses. I mentioned that before, little scratch off thing. You could enter it in your little, under your work ID, and you would get free stuff. Y'all, after the incident, she would not speak to me. She would not check on me to see how I'm doing. If the employee's doing the right thing, nothing. It was like, yeah, I want her out of here type shit. I don't want to even look at her. I can't stand the sight of her, y'all. Oh, and then, hold up. When the police officers came to DC, we had that big DC officer convention. Y'all, they was casting spells on me, taking in their beds. Listen, thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh my God, it just came to mind. They was casting spells on me, y'all. Redo the thing with all the officers from different states, worldwide joint, came to DC back in 2021, y'all. 21, if I'm not mistaken, 21 or 20. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it was a big thing, and they was here for like a week or so. Man, they was casting spells on me, taking their beds out. Who gonna do what? Who want, like, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about the ones I personally made eye contact with, and then people from passing and stuff like that would come in the store that I haven't even seen. Like, it was, I'm telling people from Edgewood neighborhood, it was all an inside job, y'all. They wanted me out, but I'm here. And now You did the time. You did a crime. Now you about to do the time, okay? And y'all raps is upon you. It's gonna be y'all gonna we ain't y'all not taking the easy way out. You gonna be publicly dragged, mocked, humiliated. You know all the stuff you put me and my other colleagues through. You know with their other public humiliation that you guys have endured on them and wrongful termination or that type of stuff, even if they were children of broken homes and things of that nature. um y'all wrong as hell, especially you, Chanel, Erica, Demetrius, even Brianna, and all the spawns that all played a part in it, taking them down. Man, no rest for the wicked. I want all my money, then some. Y'all gonna repay me for all my pain and suffering that I endured because I did not bother nobody. I love what I did. And my customers were important to me. And the fact that you want to take what God has blessed me with being next to him on his throne. Y'all really thought God was gonna like allow y'all to kill me? You really thought God was gonna allow y'all to kill me? Get the hell out of here. That's some selfish stuff right there. And it didn't matter if you had the nice car, the nice purses. Look, I'm sitting on my throne now with no furniture, nothing in here, and I'm content. You could be in a house with all the materialistic stuff, still have to work and miserable as hell and got money in the bank. I'm content. See, that goes to show you what God plan had for me. God's plan for me and other people like me. It's never what you do, but it's how you do shit. And God warned y'all so many times to leave me alone, but you didn't. So I'm actually glad you didn't. Now that I'm woke, you gonna get all the freaking smoke there is to get. Cause I'm not letting up off y'all necks in the almighty name of Jesus. And y'all all gonna pay. Y'all gonna be publicly exposed, humiliated, pain and suffering. Not even for me, for all our people. Y'all got it fucked up. Y'all got it fucked up. So, with that being said, messenger angels, baby. The heavens, the universe, the galaxy. All my amazing entities. My hybrids, half-breeds that's on the winning team. Let loose, show up, show out, baby. Get them, baby, by any means necessarily. Now we snatch souls around here. Toodles.